Gentlemen, it's Hashaga. Alright, so this is a request from Kari to continue our discussion of the most powerful characters in the awesome game that are not Afterworld Sector leaders. The people like El Diablo, Elder Angel, Zeus, these people who like basically run sections of the Afterworld. They're seen as characters who can pretty much do anything. You know, except obviously they're restricted by the fact that there's a bunch of other characters who have that same kind of classification. So I mean, there's probably about there's at least 20, like maybe 20 to 25 different characters that are in that kind of classification. But he was having me do his top 10, and this was the list I was coming up with off the top of my head. So I'm also interested to see what Sean would say about it. So I had at the top now. It was kind of making me organize it, you know, because I had people kind of like floating in different areas, like a top 3, 4. But so Orbit, the Afterworld Sector leader. I don't know if I'll get into feats or why, maybe in a second video or something. So Orbit, I'm already forgetting them. Galactatron, Zodiac. And the Jovian. Those were kind of like the top 4. These are like characters that are like universal class power, either by reputation or even by feats and stuff like that. We've seen them, you know, do stuff like destroy universes, manipulate universes. The Jovian is literally, I think, like larger than like, you know, at least the reality universe. I don't know about some of the other realms and stuff like that. And also, I don't know what the Jovian can do with his power, but from what I understand, it is a being whose power should be like respected and feared and stuff like that. So, but he was also asking me to consider Afterworld characters, even though they're not that sector leader tier. All right, so after that top 4, I went down to Starkhan and Anarch. This is awesome game Anarch. These two, they're not quite on that universal level, but they do some crazy universal feats. Like Anarch is the character, we've seen him take an explosion big enough to destroy about maybe 15% of the universe, point blank. He was able to tank it, turn around and absorb the energy and get stronger. You know, we've seen him grab 2/3 of the universe's supply of planets in an instant and turn it into some kind of mass energy attack. He's a beast. Starkhan beat him in a fight, in a pitched head-to-head battle. They went at it. They were blasting holes in space-time and shit like that. And Starkhan took his ass out in the end. I just played a movie where I was the universal embodiment, and Starkhan was like next to me, like we were friends and shit. And I back-fisted the shit out of him, like hit him as hard. I told the DM, I unleash as much power as I can in this instant to hit him. Boom! Hit him right in his chest. Knocked him like maybe galaxies away. He was definitely in a different galaxy. And he just flew back. He was injured and fucked up and stuff like that. But he didn't die. I was the embodiment of the universe. I hit him as hard as I could, extending power and shit like that, and everything like that. And yeah, he just came back. He was fucked up, but he came back. Starkhan's a beast. Also, I'll go Starkhan 5, Anarch 6. After that, I'm going Silver Shadow. Silver Shadow is a part of the Overworld Grand Defense, Overworld character. She is probably the most powerful ninja we know of in the awesome game, maybe in all of real world. She's a problem, and she's able to. I don't know what her abilities are, but we've seen her like she did this one technique one time that took out these like 5 or so dragons that were so insanely powerful. I'm talking about we had like so many powerful characters that were fighting them at one time. It was like Sephiroth and Haiku and this guy named Kion and all these other characters that were just fighting this one dragon. Ziana was there for like all of this time, and they finally brought it down. And more showed up, and Silver Shadow showed up and killed them, like a bunch of them with one technique.